What's going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys all had a great day. And today I'm going to talk to you about day trading, these ETFs, exchange traded funds. Show you these do actually move in day. If you're not really into penny stocks, these can move too. You can play these intraday. They happen less often and it's not really manipulated by news, but there is potential here. So if you're new to my channel, you like this kind of content, leave a like below, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment if you got any questions. Share it to someone else if you think they could use it. So anyways, we're going to look at this ETF called NUGT. And just to show you guys, this is, I'm just on a 3-day, 1-minute chart. So on the screen right now is just showing Thursday and Friday. Would be, what was that? That would be March 1st and March 2nd, 2018. And what I want to get to is, even with these ETFs, sometimes they move a lot intraday. And say you can start to see these support and resistance lines intraday. It had this nice little double top here, and it had this really solid support down in here. I mean, besides that first morning dip around 2150 level, you can see it hit, stood. After it came up, came back down, stood there, went up, came down, stood at that 2150 again. Went up, came down, stood at that 2150 again, and then it really ran at the end of the day. So, what your keys to look for, you look to see if this 2150, you have the expectation, if it can hold here and start going up again. Waiting for that uptrend is the most important, but it depends. You gotta look. I think a lot of the time too, you gotta look at, like, if you're looking for swing trades, you want to look at like a day chart or like day candles or 4-hour candles. And if you want to trade during the day, like intraday, you want to look at minute charts. And when they can break above that line, hold steady, it's a good indication it's going to go up. But when you're trading these, you can see it consolidating too. When it consolidates and starts an uptrend, because you can't always be too sure that consolidation means it's going to move up again. That consolidation, if it breaks that consolidation, it could trend down again. So that's why it's more important to wait for that confirmation going up. Yeah, you're going to miss out on some of your gains, but it depends how you want to trade. You can go for the higher risk and get in when it's on this 2150 line, or wait for the confirmation that it's going to go up and then try to get in. But even from here to here, because you had these two solid resistance points, from there to there, that was even about a 4% gain. So if that was something you saw potential in, good for you. That was great. If you wanted to be a little more like risky, you could see and wait and see if it actually broke that line. If it broke that line, that's when these things really have room to run. And you can see you made almost another 5% after it broke that top resistance point. Or if you even really wanted to wait, you could have waited to get in here. And as soon as it broke that top resistance, that's typically when these things take off, and you could have made 5% right there. So more riskier play would have been getting in down here, but once it breaks this and actually holds above it, we'll look 2240. See, it almost held up there again, but actually started to go down, but then it came back up and kept going. Same thing with dust. This dust, if you look intraday, you could see this had a spike right during the morning, on Thursday morning, fell down. Had a spike up again, fell down. Had a spike up again. So you can see throughout the day, it's trending pretty much between these two lines. And see, remember on the last one, I said a more risky play would be just buying right here because you think it's going to go back up again. You'd have to wait for that confirmation, because this one, it came down to this point and then it broke that level and really fell. Once they break these key levels, they can really fall sometimes. But after you saw this dip and up to here again, you saw it dip here and hold and start going up, you could have even made 2% there. So if that was a trade worth taking, you could have took it. And if you held longer, you could have made 3%. But there's always these intraday plays too that a lot of people don't realize. And we'll go to these other ones quick. I mean, you can see it really, it had a big dip. but its support and resistance throughout the day wasn't as clear cut as those other ones, like Dust and NUGT. Sometimes they just really make solid support and resistance lines throughout the day. And if you have time to look at it during the day, you can find them sometimes. Even on USLV, you can see it build a pretty good support around this $10 mark, or $9.90 mark, I should say. And at the end of the day, if you're watching it and it spiked up, dropped down, held here, spiked up, dropped down, held here again, could have even gone in USLV, and that was a good 5% gain for intraday. So that's all for this video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I just make videos like this all the time, showing you guys stuff I wish I knew when I first started. And I will see you guys tomorrow.